Oh, don't miss tonight. It's going to be heavy for a few minutes. That's why listen to me, you are the most important part of God's building project. The male is the most important part of God's project. That's why you are on the top of the hit list of hell. Every project of hell is aimed at the male. Every one of them. Every ad has a naked woman. Why? They're after you. Pornography is after you. Dirty books is after the male. Corruption is after the male. Sweetheart is after the male. If you can just destroy the foundation, the whole house is condemned. Isn't it amazing that when Eve saw the fruit, nothing happened? The Bible says she picked it, nothing happened. She bit it, nothing happened. She chewed it, nothing happened. She swallowed it, nothing happened. She digested it, nothing happened. It said, but then she took it to the foundation. Because she was not the heart of the building. The Bible says he took the fruit. Read my lips. And he ate it. The next word says, and suddenly. By one man, sin entered. By one man. That's why this for men only conference is a conference that is more important than 1,000, 100,000, 10,000 women. Because no matter how the women get healed, if the wall comes back and there's no foundation, all you got is a wall that can't stand up. Write this down. The world is filled with males but very few men. And the world is filled with many men but very even less fathers. We're suffering from a father problem. I did some research for you. I thought you'd be happy to see this. It'll be helpful to you. This was a statement that was written in Time magazine on Father's Day. 3 consecutive Father's Days, Time magazine had this quote. They said, Dad is destiny. Say that with me. That was taken from Time magazine. And they are correct. Matter of fact, here's a quote from this article. They said, more than any other factor, a biological father's presence in the family will determine a child's success or happiness. Time magazine. Look at the next quote here. They said 40% of all kids in the West now live without their biological father, up 17.5% since 1960. Another quote from the magazine. They says more than half of today's children will spend at least part of their childhood without a father. Another quote that's depressing. They said fatherlessness is the most destructive trend of our generation. This is from a secular magazine. Another quote I thought was amazing. They said the absence of fathers is linked to the most social nightmares. Boys with guns to girls with babies. They say it's the fathers being absent that causes that problem. This is from sociologists, behavioral scientists, and psychologists research. Another quote is an amazing one, this one. They said 49% of all families with children headed by single mothers live below the poverty line. 49%. Compared with 8% of those with 2 parents. In other words, fatherlessness is the cause of poverty. Another quote, research. Studies show that only 41% of state prisons inmates grew up with both their parents, and that a missing father is a better indicator and a predictor of criminal activity than race and poverty. In other words, people are in prison not because of poverty or race, but an absence of a father. Research in your own country. Oh, it gets interesting. Here's one I thought was interesting that threw me off. This one says, social scientists have made links between a father's absence and his child's likelihood of being a dropout